Hi everybody, 11 Institute welcomes you to the video lecture, and in today's video we will learn how to plot root 2, root 3 and root 5 on the number line with the help of 3D animation. In the previous video we already studied in detail how to plot root 2 on number line. We know that we have to use the Pythagoras theorem, the concept of Pythagoras theorem, for drawing such numbers on the number line. So in today's video, we will first quickly revise how to plot root 2 on number line, and then we will move forward and see how we will draw root 3 and root 5 on number line. Right. So first let us quickly revise how to plot root 2 on number line. So basically, in order to draw root 2, right, we need to construct a right angle triangle. So a right angle triangle has a base like this, has an altitude like this. We will name the vertices O, A and B. Right, this is our right angle. The side which is opposite to the right angle, this side is our hypotenuse. Right, this is our hypotenuse. Fine. So what we will do is, each and every time the number that we want to plot root 2, we will make the length of our hypotenuse equal to this number. For example, if I want to plot root 2 on the number line, I will adjust my right angle triangle in such a manner that the length of my hypotenuse becomes root 2. Right? Now, how will you get perfectly the length of your hypotenuse to be equal to root 2? We will use Pythagoras theorem for this. Why? Because the length of your hypotenuse depends upon the sum of squares of other two sides according to the Pythagoras theorem. Right. So let us see how we will do this. What we want on hypotenuse is root 2. Right. What we want on hypotenuse is root 2. Now let us revise Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? The sum of squares of these two sides. Right. Means if I have the value of OA and if I square it, I will get OA square. If I have the value of AB and I square it, I will get AB square. And when I add them, I will get OB square. Right. Now we will move in reverse. I have the value of OB already. What I want on OB is root 2. Now I will square this root 2. Why? Because in Pythagoras theorem, the formula is of squares of sides. Right. So what is the square of root 2? 2. Fine. Root 2 square is 2. Now, in order to get 2 over here, I have to get 1 and 1 over here. Then and then only 1 plus 1 will give me 2. Right. So this is our formula. We will take OA as 1 and AB also as 1. Why? Because in order to get 2, this is the only one way we have. We have to take 1 unit over here and 1 unit over here. So 1 square will give us 1. Again 1 square will give us 1 and 1 plus 1 will give us 2. I hope this is fine. Fine. So if OB square is 2, the value of OB is equal to root 2. Fine. Now what we have done is we went in reverse. Right. We pre-assumed that our hypotenuse should be equal to root 2. Root 2 square is 2, and on the basis of this we found out the values of base and altitude. Right. So now this is very clear. What we have to do is we have to construct a right angle triangle whose base length is equal to 1 unit, whose altitude is also of 1 unit. And when you draw a triangle like this and when you draw its hypotenuse, that hypotenuse will be definitely having the length root 2. We will measure this length root 2 with the help of a compass and we will plot it on the number line, which is quite simple. We have seen this in the previous video also, but let us see it today again. So here is the 3D animation for it. Let me play the animation. Right. So please make it very clear. Have a compass in your hand and try to draw simultaneously, or if you are unable to draw it simultaneously, pause the video right at each and every step and draw simultaneously over there. Yes, make sure if this question is asked in exam, you have to first write this. Right, you have to first write this. So in case if you have not written this, first of all pause the video, write this down. Once you finish writing this, come over here and let the animation play, right? You can pause the video in between, or you can watch the video at once and then you can rewind it also, right? And you shall draw. So now let us see this. First of all, we have to draw a number line, right? So you can take your ruler and draw a line of any length. Now we will plot the numbers on the number line like 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. We are not plotting negative numbers. We will plot only positive numbers after 0. So here is our 0. Now this is very crucial. I have taken 4 centimeters, you can see. 3 centimeter to 7 centimeter means 4 centimeter, and after 4 centimeter I have written over here 1. So what I have done is 4 centimeters is equal to 1 unit. Another 4 centimeters and I will plot the number 2. Again another 4 centimeters and I will plot the number 3. At home you can take 4 centimeters as 1 unit, you can also take 3 centimeters as 1 unit, you can also take 2 centimeters as 1 unit. That is your choice depending upon the space you have. 2 centimeters is equal to 1 unit, works fine. Now we will construct root 2. This is very simple. We need a base of 1 unit. We very well know this based upon the previous screen. Then an altitude. Now this line should be perpendicular exactly, again of 1 unit, and when we join the hypotenuse, the length of the hypotenuse becomes root 2, right? Based upon the Pythagoras theorem. So length of this line is root 2, you can see. Now we will measure this with the help of a compass like this, and we will draw an arc on the right side, something like this. The point where the arc intersects the number line is our root 2. I hope this is clear to you. Fine. So now we will see how to plot root 3 on number line, because this was discussed in the previous video session also. Today we will see how to plot root 3 on the number line, right? Locate root 3 on number line. According to the NCERT textbook of standard 9, this is example number 4, but please ignore this mistake. Just focus on the topic, how to plot root 3 on the number line. So again, we very well know that in order to draw such numbers, we require a right angle triangle, and we will take the help of Pythagoras theorem. Fine. So again, a right angle triangle has a base, you can see on the screen, has an altitude. We will name the vertices as O, A and B. This is our right angle. The side which is opposite to the right angle, this side is very crucial, which we call hypotenuse. And as per our logic, what we will do, the number that we want to plot on the number line, we will take the length of our hypotenuse to be this number. So for this question, we want our hypotenuse OB should be of the length root 3. If OB is root 3, then what is OB square? OB square is 3. Why? Because Pythagoras theorem understands the language of squares, right? If OB is root 3, then what is OB square? OB square is 3. Now you can see OB square is equal to sum of squares of other two sides. So these are the other two sides that we have, right? These are the other two sides. So what you have to do, you have to take two numbers, which when you add, you get 3 over here. Now conventionally, as far as root 2, root 3 and root 5 are concerned, we will accept one thing. We will always take this altitude as 1 for now. When you want to plot larger numbers and when you have this concept, fine, I will explain to you, you can alter the values over here. But for now, we will fix our altitude to be equal to 1 unit. So we take AB as 1 unit, so 1 square is 1. Now if this is 1, and by adding the number over here you want 3, so definitely the number over here should be 2, because only 1 plus 2 can be 3, right? Now what is 1? 1 is the value of AB square. What is 2? 2 is the value of OA square. So if OA square is 2, then what should be the value of OA? It should be root 2. Right, I hope this is clear to you. We will verify this with the Pythagoras theorem. We will put OA as root 2 and AB as 1. We will square them. Root 2 square, the square and square root will cancel each other's effect and we will get 2. And 2 plus 1 will give us 3. You can see. And OB will be equal to root 3. Right? So after doing this, we are now aware of two things. One, in order to draw root 3 on the number line, we have to compulsorily first draw root 2 on the number line. That is for sure. In order to plot root 3, we need to plot root 2 on the number line. Second thing, which is our clear logic, when we will draw a right angled triangle whose base is equal to root 2, right, the length of the base is root 2, and if I take the length of altitude as 1, the hypotenuse of such right angle triangle, the length of the hypotenuse will be definitely equal to root 3, which we have verified already with the help of Pythagoras theorem. So now we will see the 3D animation of this. Right, what we have to do, we have to just construct a right angle triangle like this whose base is equal to root 2. Right, the length of the base should be equal to root 2, the length of the altitude should be equal to 1 unit, and the hypotenuse will be equal to root 3 units. So let us now see the animation. We will get the final image something like this. And now let me play the animation. Yes, in case you have not written this, first of all you have to write this as the part of your answer. Once you finish writing this, you can pause the video and write this, and once you finish writing this, please come over here, watch this animation. You can pause this also in between after each and every step, or you can view the entire animation at once and then pause the video and draw at your end. I request you to please simultaneously draw this for a better understanding. Right, so again, the first thing that we have to do is we have to plot root 2 on the number line in order to draw root 3. So first of all, we will draw a number line of any length. Now we will plot the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. on the number line at equal distances. I have taken a distance of 4 centimeters between the points. You can take any distance you like. See, I have taken 4 centimeters, 3 to 6, 3 to 7, which is 4 centimeters. I will plot 1. Again 4 centimeters. I will plot 2. Again 4 centimeters. I will plot 3. 4 centimeters is bit larger. At home you can take 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeters, but make sure 1 unit means 2 centimeter is fixed, then it is fixed. Each and every time when you want to draw 1 unit, you will plot 2 centimeters of length. Right, please don't make any mistake over there. Now we will construct root 2. So root 2 is quite simple. 1 unit on the base, then perpendicularly, make sure the ruler should be perpendicular to the number line. Again 1 unit, which means 4 centimeters. And when I join the hypotenuse will be of the length root 2. But unlike the previous animation, I will not draw an arc over here. I will just know that this line measures root 2. Now this is my base. This will become my base, and I will draw a perpendicular line over here. I will draw a perpendicular line over here of 1 unit. 1 unit means 4 centimeters. If you have taken 2 centimeters, you will draw a line of 2 centimeters only, but perpendicularly. Right? Make sure it is perpendicular, a 90-degree angle over here. Now when I join these, I will get my hypotenuse, and its length will be equal to root 3. Again, we will take the compass, measure the length, and we will draw an arc on the right side. The point where the arc intersects the number line represents the value of root 3, which lies somewhere between the numbers 1 and 2. When you use the scientific calculator, the value of root 3 is approximately 1.73, which is somewhere near to 2. So our diagram is exact. Please focus on this triangle. Right? This is our base, root 2. Right? Why? Because we do not directly know the value of root 2 on the number line. So first we have constructed root 2. The hypotenuse of the first triangle has now become the base of the second triangle, right? Root 2. Then we have drawn the altitude of 1 unit, and when I join this hypotenuse, the hypotenuse will be of the length root 3. In case you still have doubt, we can see this is our point O, right? This is our point O. This is our point A, right? And this is our point B, right? So this is our base of root 2. This is our altitude. Remember, I have told we will take this as 1 unit, right? So when base is root 2, altitude is root 1 or 1, right? Then the hypotenuse will be equal to root 3, and then again it is simple. We will measure this with the help of the compass and we will draw an arc, right? So I request you to please pause the video, try this at your hand at your home, right? And if you don't get this, I request you to please rewind the video, right? And again watch the animation. So this is one of the methods by which we have drawn root 3 on the number line. And the method that we have done for now is spiral square method. Spiral square method, right? Because we have just constructed one triangle on another triangle based upon the squares. Instead of drawing this triangle over here, we can draw this triangle on the number line also, right? The triangle is over here. We can draw this triangle over here on the number line also, because ultimately what matters to us is the length of the hypotenuse should be equal to root 3. So we will see one more method by which we can draw root 3 on the number line. Technically, or according to the text, it is one more method, but according to me both the methods are same, because again you are just constructing this triangle, right? You are just constructing this triangle, nothing else. Instead of here, we will construct the triangle on the number line. That's it. That is the only change. And yes, in the next animation, I will also prove that both the methods are same. I hope you love the animation. Your concept will be quite clear, right? So this is how we will get our image at last. And we will see one more method of how we will plot root 3. And apart from that one more method, I will also try to explain you with the help of animation that both the methods are same. There is no change at all. So let us play the video. First things will be same. We will simply draw root 2 on the number line. So we will take a number line of any length, right? We will plot the numbers 0, 1, 2 at equal distances. Right, again I have taken 4 centimeters is equal to 1 unit. You can take any length you wish. Right, so I will plot the number 1. Again after 4 centimeters, which is 1 unit for me, I will plot the number 2. Again after another 4 centimeters, I will plot the number 3. So I have taken 1 unit distance between all these points. Alright, now in order to draw root 2, I will have a base of 1 unit. I will have an altitude perpendicularly of again 1 unit, 4 centimeters. And when I join the hypotenuse will be of the length root 2. Right? Now what we will do, we will draw the arc this time on the number line. So the root 2, which was previously over here, this line was equal to root 2. Now this line will be also equal to root 2 from 0 till here. Now we will draw the base over here, right? Root 2. Then again a perpendicular line of 1 unit over here. And now we will again join the hypotenuse. Fine. So the length of this hypotenuse is now root 3. And when I draw the arc, I get root 3 over here. Alright friends, so what we have done is, in the previous thing, we took this root 2 as our length. Now instead of drawing an altitude of 1 unit over here, what we have done is we have plotted this root 2 on the number line itself. So the root 2 which was lying over here, now this root 2 we have it on our number line. So now again from 0 to root 2, the length of this line segment between these 2 points will be equal to root 2. And on this root 2, the 1 unit altitude that we were drawing over here, the same 1 unit altitude we are drawing it over here. And then we will again connect the hypotenuse. Right, so now this hypotenuse will be of the length root 3. Why? Because the base is of the length root 2, the altitude is of the length 1 unit, so the hypotenuse will be definitely of the length root 3 units. Again I will take the compass, measure and draw an arc on the right side, so the point which I get over here is root 3. I hope this is clear. The change is only that the triangle, the right angle triangle, you were drawing it over here. You were taking the root 2 over here. Instead of taking root 2 over here, we have taken this root 2 on the number line. And we have repeated the same procedure that we were doing over here. Still, if this is not clear to you, I will play the animation further and you will be able to see what I am trying to say. Right, so let me play the animation further. Right, let us see this now. See, this is what we have done in the previous animation or in the previous method. Right, we took a point over here. When we take the point over here, we will take an altitude of length 1 unit over here again. Right, there is a small lag in between, sorry. There is some problem. Yes, so now it is working fine. You can see this is what we have done in the previous animation. We had drawn a 1 unit line over here. This was our hypotenuse, and now you can see the root 3 according to the previous method is the same as the root 3 according to this method. You are getting the arc at the same point. Only difference is we were taking this triangle in the previous method. This triangle is now shifted over here. That's the only change we have done. Alright, I hope you understand this. So students, you need not to do this. You have to draw only up to here. Right. The other thing was just for explanation. You have to draw only up till here by this method. I request you to please pause the video and draw this at your end. Once you finish drawing, the next thing that we are going to see is how to plot root 5 on number line. Again, please ignore this number, example number 3. This is not example number 3 according to the text. We will now see how to locate root 5 on number line. Right. So again, we will move ahead with the same concept. We want to locate root 5 on the number line, so we will take the help of a right angle triangle. So base, altitude, names of the vertices O, A and B, the right angle, side opposite to the right angle, hypotenuse, right? And the number which we want to plot on the number line, root 5. The length of our hypotenuse, we will make it as root 5. This is our basic concept. So we want OB to be equal to root 5. The length of OB should be equal to root 5. Alright. Now, when I want the length of OB to be root 5, the square of OB is 5 because root 5 square is 5. Right. If I want OB to be equal to root 5, then OB square is 5. By convention, what I told you that we will always take this altitude as 1 as far as root 2, root 3 and root 5 are concerned. So we take AB as 1 unit. Now this is simple clear logic. If this is 5, this is 1, then definitely this should be equal to 4. Why? Because 4 plus 1 only will give me 5. Else there is no option for me. Right? Only 4 plus 1 will give me 5. So I want OA square to be equal to 4. If OA square is equal to 4, then the length of OA should be equal to 2 units. So 2 square plus 1 square will give me root 5 square, or 4 plus 1 will give me 5. We will verify this with the Pythagoras theorem. Right? OA is 2 units, AB is 1 unit, 2 square is 4, 1 square is 1, 4 plus 1 is 5. And when I take the square root, I want root 5. So very smartly, in the reverse manner, we have predicted that the length of base should be equal to 2 units, the length of altitude should be equal to 1 unit, and when we do like this, when we have a base of 2 units, a perpendicular altitude of 1 unit, then the hypotenuse will be definitely of the length root 5 units. So again, the concept is simple. We will take a number line, we will draw a base of 2 units, right, altitude of 1 unit, and we will get root 5. Right, but as again, we will do this by two different methods. The first method will be the method of spiral square, and the second method of normal will be normal method of 2 units and 1 units. So first let us see the spiral square method, something like this. This is the square root spiral. See, the concept behind this is 1 unit you get root 2. Again, if on the base of root 2 you get 1 unit, then you get root 3. Again, if you take 1 unit perpendicular over here, you get root 4. Again, you take 1 unit perpendicularly over here, you get root 5. Now if you want root 6, you will take again 1 unit perpendicularly over here. Right? So this method is the square root spiral. You can see a spiral like structure over here. And simple logic is just take 1 unit over here perpendicularly and you will get the next number. You have root 2, 1 unit perpendicularly you get root 3. Again 1 unit perpendicularly you get root 4. Again 1 unit perpendicularly you get root 5. This is tedious. At the same time it is helpful. You can get any number by just constructing length of altitude of length 1 up till a certain limit. Right? So this is tedious, but as again we will have a look at it and then we will see the normal method also. So I am going to play the animation. Before that, if you have not written this, please write this. Right? Please pause the video and write this. And now we will see the animation. Our end result will be something like this. So let me play the animation. Again, there will be some basic things like number line. On the number line, we will again plot the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 at equal distances. The distance between all of them should be equal. I have taken a distance of 4 centimeters as 1 unit. You can take anything you like as told to you previously also. So you can see 0, 1. Again after 4 centimeters there is 2. Again after 4 centimeters there will be 3. I am again making it very clear, friends. Instead of 4 centimeters you can take 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters as per your wish, as per your convenience, or as per the space available to you. Now we will first draw root 2. So a base of 1 unit, an altitude of 1 unit perpendicularly, and when we join the hypotenuse, the length of hypotenuse will be equal to root 2. We will just write root 2 over here, but we will not mark it. We will not draw an arc over this. We will just write root 2. Now again we will draw an altitude of length 1 unit perpendicularly. Make sure perpendicular, the angle should be 90 degree between them, and the length should be 1 unit only. For me 1 unit is 4 centimeter. If you have taken 2 centimeters, then take 2 centimeters only. Again we will join the hypotenuse and this time we get root 3. Again we will draw an altitude of length 1 unit, but this should be perpendicular. Make sure this angle should be 90. Again when I join the hypotenuse, we will get root 4. Now root 4 is 2, so when you draw the arc it will intersect over here, but we will not draw it because we want root 5. So again an altitude of 1 unit exactly. You can see I have taken 4 centimeters as 1 unit, but this should be perpendicular. The angle should be 90. You can take the use of protractor over here, and when I join this, we get root 5. Now simply we will take the compass. We will measure the length with the help of compass like this. Yes, and we will draw an arc on the right side, this big arc. Yes, the point where this line and the arc intersect, this point is the value of root 5 on the number line. You know that root 4 is equal to 2, so root 5 should be definitely larger, so we get root 5 between 2 and 3. I hope this is clear. And one thing again we will make clear, that this is the triangle which we saw in the previous slide over here, right? 2 units, 1 units, and root 5. What was 2? 2 was square root of 4. So you can see this is root of 4. This is of 2 units. This is of 1 unit. The angle is 90 degree over here. And we have our triangle. So hypotenuse, the angle opposite to 90 degree, right? This is 90 degree. And the angle opposite to it, or sorry, side opposite to it is hypotenuse, which is root 5. I hope this is clear to you. I request you to please pause the video, draw this. In case you have any doubt, please rewind. I will move ahead and we will see one more method, a simple method, right? We will see one more method which is quite simple, which is based upon the fact that we want an altitude of 2 units, sorry, base of 2 units, an altitude of 1 unit, right? And when we join the hypotenuse, we will get root 5. Now this method is quite similar to the previous method, only change is the triangle that we were getting somewhere over here. The same triangle, we are now taking it on the number line. That's the only change we have. So let us quickly see this animation, right? Have to draw root 5 on number line by another method. Draw a number line of any length. Mark the numbers 0, 1, 2, etc. on the number line at equal distances. So again I have taken 4 centimeters as 1 unit. Another 4 centimeters. Again I will plot number 2, again 1 unit. And again after the same interval of 4 centimeters, which is 1 unit for me, I will plot the number 3. So this is fine. Now we will take a base of 2 units, right? You can see 2 units from 0 to 2, and an altitude of 1 unit perpendicular to it, right? So base of 2 units, altitude of 1 unit, and now when I join the hypotenuse, the length of this hypotenuse is equal to root 5 units, right? The length of this hypotenuse is root 5 units. I will simply take the compass. I will measure the length of this hypotenuse and I will draw an arc on the right side, right? And again we get root 5 at the same point which we got in the previous method also. So this is how we plot root 5. Alright, so thank you very much for watching this, and very sorry I am not that good at video editing and delivering, so there might be some technical glitches on the display in between the video, but I hope you enjoyed these animations. I hope the concept is very much clear to you, that in fact there are two different methods but they are ultimately the same. We get the number at the same point. So we have learned today how to plot root 2, root 3 and root 5 on the number line with the help of 3D animation, and conceptually we have taken help of Pythagoras theorem. Alright, so in homework, everything that we have done today you have to repeat it 5 times. So root 2, root 3 and root 5, including the diagram, including the concept of Pythagoras theorem, the steps. And in case there are two methods, for example for root 3 we are having two methods, for root 5 also we are having two methods, then you have to do both the methods 5 times, right? Please make it very clear. This is a very important question for the exam and it is definitely going to be asked. and you should be quite clear with it. All right, so thank you very much for watching this video. We will proceed in this chapter number systems ahead in our next video lecture very soon. You will be advised when the next video lecture will be released. Fine, thank you very much. Take very good care of yourselves. Goodbye. Jai Hind.